Broadcast on BC Hornet Sports is brought to you by these great sponsors: B&N Trucking, Cass Communications, Larry Dunn Accounting, Farmers National Bank of Griggsville and Mount Sterling, your Mount Sterling Community Center YMCA, Sarah Culbertson Memorial Hospital, Ray Insurance, Mount Sterling Savings Center, All About Dance and More, the Brown County State Bank, the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling, KLC Inc., Henry Automotive, Double K Firearms, Yingling and Nissen Insurance Agency, the Hendricker Funeral Home, Dot Transportation and Dot Foods, your McKay Napa Auto Parts Store, Cassing Lumber Company, St. Mary's School, El Grady Realty, Heather's Tumble and Tap, Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling, A Rustic Gardens. Thank you to our sponsors and to our listeners for listening and watching the Brown County Hornets on BC Hornet Sports, your source for Brown County sports and more. Steve Surratt, Lisa Surratt with you. Kevin Dieterle on his way on a rainy night here in Greenfield. Commercials. In Greenfield tonight, it's been pouring since we got here. We've got a little tarp set up. If we had a moving camera, we'd show you our little setup to try to stay dry tonight, as it is senior night here at Greenfield Northwestern. You are listening to the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show, brought to you by the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling. Give them a call, 217-773-2626, or on the web at comfortman.com. With that, we'll take a quick station break. We'll be back after these messages.
Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days. You'll be surprised how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster internet and Wi-Fi. Good thing Cascom has reliable download speeds up to 1 gig and Plume Whole Home Adaptive Wi-Fi pods to keep all your devices well connected. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Cascom.com for a great offer on reliable internet and whole home Wi-Fi.
Hi, Chad Yingling here with Yingling and Nissen Insurance.
And Mike Yingling, also with Yingling and Nissen Insurance. Tell me about home and auto packages. It looks like we've had some companies with pretty competitive rates here the last few months.
We've done a lot of quotes here in the last few weeks. I've saved anywhere from $600 to even $1,200 off their annual premium. Been doing really well and saving people a lot of money and providing them excellent coverage.
Pretty competitive on the home and auto stuff if people want to quote.
We'd love to take a look at your stuff, give you a quote, and hopefully save you a bunch of money.
Give us a call at 217-773-3397.
Steve Surratt, Kevin Dieterle, Lisa Surratt back with you. We have dry place here, Kevin, but it is sure wet out there, isn't it?
It's an interesting. It's a fall evening, right? I mean, this is true football weather, but not broadcast weather.
Hey, and folks, when Lisa's got it on right now, the camera we have out there is normally what we call our 170-degree camera, gives full view of the field. That's as good as she gets tonight, 30 yards in that. We've got the play-by-play camera, and we hope Lisa can switch it fast enough that you won't get seasick out there.
I'm certain.
That she can do that. But, folks, our view is about what the camera is. The camera is just a foot over where we're sitting at or standing at. We're going to have to stand because there's no way to sit and see what's going on. Kevin likes to stand anyhow. And we threw a tarp up to kind of keep us dry to the side, which has kept all the equipment dry. It's still raining, but it's a direct downpour, I should say. And so they're getting ready for the Star Spangled Banner. We'll come back with the starting lineups and the keys to the game after these messages. Are you looking to start a career or just looking for a change? B&N Trucking offers many different driving options, ranging from home every night to home on the weekends. Apply online at bnntrucking.net or call us at 217-289-3555 to see what fits your needs. B&N Trucking, a family-owned local trucking company.
When you are ready to move to a new home or refinance the one you are in, Farmers State Bank and Trust Company in Mount Sterling will make sure the process moves along smoothly. With competitive rates, superior service, and great solutions that fit your lifestyle and budget. Call us today and get everything you need to get moving. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling. Locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you a CDL holder looking for an extra income or a change of pace? Do you drive a tractor or pull a trailer in your current job? Come drive for Dot Transportation. Dot offers full-time flexible schedules and gives you the option to not touch freight. Looking for a part-time gig? As a part-time Dot driver, you can drive when it works best for you and fits your family's busy schedule. Just let us know when you are available. Whether it's once a week or once a month, it's up to you. Drive for Dot and you'll have access to state-of-the-art equipment and a company that roots for your success. Ready to join our team and sport the Dot Blue? Head to drivefordot.com or give us a call at 217-773-9463.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live.
Steve Surratt, Kevin Dieterle, Lisa Surratt back with you at a stormy Greenfield tonight for football action. This is Brown County against Greenfield Northwestern. Brown County comes into this contest 5-2, Kevin, and they'd like to win the game to be higher seeded, but there's a good chance with these good South teams they're playing here with Greenfield this week and Carrollton next week that we could be a 5-4 team.
Yeah, it's a good chance, but you also have to think about, a Carrollton team who obviously wants to finish the season 8-1 next week, but do you rest your starters? Do you take a chance? As we've seen with the COVID bug, we also have the injury bug as Brown County's kind of fighting through some of that as well. So it'll be an interesting last couple weeks. Tough road to hoe for this Brown County Hornets squad, but I know that Coach Little will have his boys up to the task.
Well, I tell you, the score that I'm going to be interested in, and I hope Lisa's got my phone up here so we can look at the thread tonight, but I'm interested in Unity Carrollton. To me, the way Unity played last week, yes, they are vulnerable because we scored on them twice quickly. I think it'd been a different ball game if Tate Fullerton had been playing the whole ball game. But Unity's got a good ball club, and so it will be interesting to see what happens with that ball game tonight.
They do. They have a big line, and it looked like, as Brown County wore down with a couple injuries, Carter Moss in particular, right? So now a couple guys have to go both sides of the ball versus only be able to play either offense or defense. Unity had the ability kind of to wear that Hornet squad down, wear that line down, and we saw it later in the game, a very tired Brown County squad. And, it should be a good game. I think Unity has the weapons to beat a team like Carrollton, but, man, Carrollton is tough. I think from week 1 to right where we sit, week 7, I don't know if we've seen a team improve as much as the Carrollton Hawks.
Absolutely. And you're listening to the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show brought to you by the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling. Give them a call, 217-773-2626, or on the web at comfortman.com. Let's talk about your starting lineups, brought to you by Dot Transportation. They're hiring full and part-time truck drivers. And, Kevin, you've got flexible schedules in that trucking department, correct?
Absolutely. 4x4, 6x3, home 4 days, gone 4 days. It's a beautiful world.
And so they can get a job there, a driving job. Call 217-773-9463. Again, that's 217-773-9463. Good, solid company, good family values, good driving jobs.
Been around for 60-plus years, no layoffs, even through COVID. Give us a call.
And with that, I will say this is the American dream story. This was started out of a guy's house and has grown to the biggest food redistributor in the United States. And to get that food all over the United States, Mexico, and Canada, you got to have truck drivers.
Yeah, one of the best stories probably of any, privately family-owned businesses that you'll find out of the back of a station wagon. Started with, powdered milk, and it's grown into a billion-dollar corporation.
Well, let's give the Dot Transportation starting lineups. We're going to give you the defense. We'll tell you who the highlights will be on offense, but to be honest with you, we didn't really get a starting lineup for tonight, so we're going off of the booth above. Brady Pembroke will be playing a cornerback. Also will be Connor Bettis playing a cornerback. Your inside linebackers will be Drake Stewart, and that's it. Your outside linebacker, Sam Walker, is one of them. And the other one is, I had one, but I can't find him. Bryce Stewart is defensive tackle. Tice Good is a defensive tackle. Defensive ends, Jimmy Stewart and Drew Hallock. And that's your starting lineup for the Greenfield Northwestern Tigers. For your Brown County Hornets, your lineup looks a lot like it did last week. And the Tate Fullerton will be your quarterback. Your wing backs will be Brody Woodward. He's actually starting tonight. He did play last week. He played quarterback last week. Cole Beheimer at a wing back. Your fullback is Ezra Keokum. Your left end, Ethan Laney. Left tackle, Luke Hedden. Left guard, Mason Henry. Your center will be Marcus Perry this evening. Your right guard is Jake Lanning. Trevin Volk will be your right tackle. And your right end will be Gabe Blakely. That's your starting lineup for our Brown County Hornets tonight. Kevin, have they done the coin toss? I haven't seen.
I have not seen either, but shout out to Mr. Beheimer for helping you out in my absence. But, Steve, I was going to say, hey, Mr. Beheimer, I owe you one for covering for me last week, but I think we made up for it this week. He got decent weather. I'm getting this, so I think we're all square. But I always enjoy listening to you guys, and it's good to be back with you, buddy.
Well, it's good to have you back, and Steve does a great job. He's an excited grandpa at times, and that's okay too. and that's exciting to know. But looks like the officials are getting ready for the coin toss out here. Let's talk about the keys to the game today. The keys to the game are brought to you by Hope Through Faith Ministries, where they believe in developing healthy people, healthy families, healthy churches. Call 217-740-9234 for a church consultation and church leadership ideas. That's Hope Through Faith Ministries. That's who actually owns BC Hornet Sports. And everything that goes in any profits we make from here are going. We are going to have the Kansas City Chief mascot speaking to the students on Monday. And Hope Through Faith has made that possible through Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Very cool.
And so that's just some of the things that we do with Hope Through Faith Ministries over the years, is bring those in. We had the coin toss out here. Did you see what happened, Kevin?
Still, I think we're shaking hands
we're
here,
shaking
so
hands.
we're still looking for the actual coin toss.
All I can think of is a Bill Cosby routine. We will receive. We will receive.
So, Steve, give me your keys to the game. I'll watch the coin toss. You tell me what we got to do.
My keys to the game for us is we have to hang on to the football, whether it be not fumbling the ball or throwing interceptions. Those are the two things we have to do. The other big thing for me is penalties. I don't like to see more than about 20, 25 yards of penalties in a ball game for the whole ball game, because I don't think you should have movement penalties, because you got to think. And those are middle mistakes. When you're moving or you don't know when the snap count is, lining up off sides, all those things are middle mistakes. And if you look at it, everything we talk about is a middle mistake.
Yeah, I watched the game from home last night as Brown County won the coin toss. They deferred, so Greenfield has elected to receive first half. But I watched the game last week from pretty much start to finish, and that, to me, was the difference. Yes, Tate going out early, that hurt. You know, the flow of the offense was way different without him under center, as we would expect. But the biggest difference was however many penalties Brown County had versus the very few penalties that Mendon Unity had. And every time you give a team a free yard, it's just like giving them an extra out in baseball, which is easy for me to equate. Anything could happen at that point.
Extra outs and walks.
Absolutely.
And errors. I mean, it translates sport to sport to sport. They're mental mistakes, and you give people something they shouldn't get.
A free first down, I mean, that's a new life, right? That's a catcher dropping a pop fly right behind the plate.
Yeah.
Now you got a new life, and then, a 40-yard touchdown, that's a home run. So it was a big deal last week, but I know this Brown County squad has talked a ton about it, and they're going to clean those mistakes up tonight. The one thing I noticed is the sideline continues to shrink a little bit for Brown County. So hopefully we get some more players healthy and can finish out the year strong with no injuries.
Well, we hope so. We thank you for listening to the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show, brought to you by the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling. And like I said, we are, I would say, 6 foot above the players. And so our vantage point is not super as far as bringing you all the details we normally give you. So I'm not making excuses. I just want to let you know, well, why didn't Steve give me the number on that? Or, why didn't we have that? The numbers on these jerseys, though, are a lot better than those Unity numbers last week that we couldn't tell. And so
how about that game going on at Camp Point tomorrow?
Oh, that's going to be a big one. There's a little controversy there because Carrollton doesn't like that because Central's going to get more playoff points with a loss there than they would a win at North Green. Kicked by Blakely. It's a squib kick taken low. It's going to be taken by the person. That was Cohen Vetter that returned that ball. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Greenfield Northwestern at about the 25-yard line. With 11:53 left here in the first quarter, of course, no score because that was the kickoff. But quite a few Greenfield players here. The Brown County players fans are here, but a lot of them are in their cars watching from the sidelines. We appreciate you there at home and watching this ball.
Nine's not eligible. Nine's not eligible.
Come on, man, keep going. He's actually going to lose 1 yard on that, and that's a great way to start for the Brown County defense.
It is, and that line is going to have to truly a battle in the trenches tonight as the field's not in great condition as we got the rainy conditions coming down on us, and definitely a muddy sideline, so you're going to make sure you want to get your cleats cleaned off before you go in.
Out to this side on the left. Kevin, he's going to get the one they lost plus about 5 more. It'll make it a 3rd and 5 for the
3rd down and 5 for the Tigers. 41!
20. It'll be 4th and 5.
Yeah, nice job, and it's an interesting concept, right? Because Greenfield's more of that spread offense, but with the rain the way it is, I don't know if they'll go through the air that much. So Brown County loaded the box up, and it looks like Greenfield's going to punt here on 4th down.
With it being wet, we've got Keokum and.
Go, Trevin! Come on, knock him over. Let's go!
running through. That was a whale of a kick with
Well,
a night like tonight.
Phenomenal punt, had good rotation on it, and got the Greenfield bounce for an extra, 7-8 yards, even in these wet conditions. So
we are not used to seeing punters kick the ball that far. That's why we didn't return that ball.
Yep, not a small school thing. You get those bigger schools, and you get some soccer kids who transition. But here's Brown County on their first possession and trying to.
In the third down, ball carrier. Pick up a 3 yard, second down, 7.
Got a down block 49. Cole's got a down block 49. Yes. Or Ezra. Ezra.
Come on, offense!
Minutes left here in the first quarter, and that doesn't look like any gain, Kevin, on that play.
No gain. We always want to see him going north and south, not east and west, and get up the field.
In the days when the woolly mammoths were on the earth, Kevin, on a night like tonight, we'd get rid of them turf cleats, and we'd start pulling out the ones that you screw in the 1-inch cleats in to get some footing in this weather. I don't know if those are legal anymore, but they ought to be. And if, just for weather like this, kind of like rain tires, you know.
Ball carrier, Thompson on the third. 4th down and 7.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Greenfield Northwestern from their own 44-yard line with 7:40 left in the first half. The good thing about rain like this, Kevin, won't be much throwing of the football. Be a lot of running, which means time goes off the clock fast.
Yep, and both teams are fighting the same elements, so it's really who can figure it out and deal with it better. And right now, just trading a little field position.
Who's your mark, boys?
Take advantage of
For Sam Walker, the senior, 5'7", 144 pounds. And what did you say about somebody? It's whoever takes advantage of this weather?
I may have mentioned that, but
how come you didn't mention that when we had the football?
Contacted the line of scrimmage, and Brown County just couldn't wrap up, and Beheimer with an opportunity down around the 8-yard line.
Cast Communication Scoreboard, 7:26 left here in the first quarter. We'll be back after these messages.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you looking for an organization that changes lives both physically and emotionally? The Mount Sterling Community Center YMCA can help. Busy parents love the variety of activities for the whole family and our on-site childcare. We offer scholarship assistance and great options to fit any budget. Kickstart your new healthy routine with our group classes like yoga and Zumba. As a nonprofit organization, we pride ourselves on making a positive impact, not only in individuals, but also our community. We hope you'll join us at the Mount Sterling YMCA. Your future self will thank you.
Culbertson is the heart of the communities we serve. As we introduce our new logo and refreshed brand, we want you to know that we pledge to maintain the highest quality standard of care you expect here at Culbertson Memorial Hospital. We continue to remain committed to our care promise. What is our care promise? Care that proves to our customers that we do our best to meet their needs. Attitudes that demonstrate that we are here to serve our communities. Respect.
Kickoff by 33. That's Drake Stewart. Woodward gives the ball to Beheimer around the right-hand side. He's across the 35, the 40, the 45 is where he's going to land, as they'll put him at about the 45-yard line, start out, and that's what we like to see from Cole Beheimer.
Yeah, best field position for Brown County on their second possession. They've started the first one down around the 20 and now out around the 45. And so Brown County needing to strike back after the quick Greenfield strike on their second possession.
And we need to do the same thing. I mean, we need to put it right back. And
Let's go! Get going, Bucky! Come on! Come on,
and 6 for Brown County. 7:06 left here in the first quarter on the Cass Communications scoreboard. And Walker scored on a 56-yard touchdown for Greenfield Northwestern to put them on the board 6-0. I keep looking at the rain. It's just kind of steady. It's not a heavy rain. It's lighter rain. And still wet, though. Double wing formation.
Let's go!
Now, I hate to take us back here, but you and I were here a couple of years ago.
Oh, my.
In the fall. And
playoffs.
And officiating-wise, that was not a good ball game. In fact, I took some heat because of how bad I was on the officials for that ball game. No, I took more heat for I was saying that Brown County just needed to hit people hard.
Yeah. You know, and it is. And we can talk about the referee shortage around the state of Illinois. It's a tough job.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The ball's on the ground. Right on the play, when it comes to the back there, you're moving to the radio court, so that is exactly what it is. That is another 5-yard touchdown. Puts the ball down
to get him to jump off sides, and I could be wrong, but I think it's raining harder.
The lights are deceptive.
Are they?
No, I think it's still a pretty solid mist.
So it'll be, let's see, 2nd and 15 for Brown County.
Come on, offense! Go on! Pass. Joey, nothing behind you, Joey. Nothing.
There would have went for the ball. It'd been an interception, Kevin.
It would have, but yeah, the defender had him locked in as a target and went for Woodward, and unfortunately, it's an incomplete pass.
The only thing that I didn't like on that, did you notice how he went for the tackle?
Head first.
Head first.
He definitely was leading with the crown of the helmet.
Yep. And so that's one of those safety things that I don't like to see. I mean, it's fine for me for the helmet to glaze off of the guy's ribs or something with that face up tilted. Because here's the other thing. You can't tackle something you can't see.
True.
Let's go, Whip! Let's go, Cole!
Go, over the top, lady!
Go!
But that ball, truthfully, if he'd caught it, he would have been out of bounds. And so that was a good opportunity there. That's going to be 4th and 15, and Brown County's going to have to punt for the second time in this ball game. Down to 5:42 left on the first here in the Cass Communications scoreboard, 6-0. Greenfield Northwestern. Montgomery and Keokum the split on the punt. Got to get somebody in there. Woodward back to punt. And the kick is up. It's going to take a Brown County bounce. Going to end up at the Greenfield Northwestern 25, where they'll take over 1st and 10. Brown County's got to stop them here, Kevin. It'd be nice for a turnover. Right now, pick 6 would be nice, or a fumble pickup and in for a touchdown.
Yeah, I agree. Just, the one thing you can't have is another big play as Walker ripped off that 56-yard touchdown just one play ago offensively for Greenfield. So if you're Brown County.
Oh, wrap up.
Rip that ball! And they will. It's going to be 2nd and 7 as we hit him right at the line and just slipped off of him, and that's going to be part of the problem tonight. You're trying to tackle a wet pig, moving pig right here.
Yeah, that was Luke Hedden had him in the backfield and just kind of slipped off of him.
Backfield, quarterback line.
Get that ball! And that's going to be a 2-yard gain. Makes it 3rd and 5. Big down here for Brown County. They need to stop them and make them punt here.
Henry did a nice job getting off of his block and able to bring down Pembroke for just a 2-yard pickup. Long 3rd down.
High formation.
Hey!
ISO on the tackle! The 35 down to the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for them.
68 yards for Walker already in this contest. Only 4 carries.
He hits the hole quickly. I'm going to call it 4 yards, and so it's going to be 2nd and a short 6. Dalton Rice starting on that defensive line tonight. Line, and that's 9. That's a 19-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 for Greenfield Northwestern. 3:26 left here in the first quarter. 6-0 Greenfield Northwestern, and Walker hits the hole quickly.
Yeah, and the line for Greenfield doing a nice job giving him that initial block. And I had 55.
Okay. And he was going about 55 miles an hour when he...
Walker up to 89 yards.
Wing back this time in an I formation. Man in motion. And they're going to move the chains again. Ball's going to be marked at the 26-yard line, 12-yard gain. 12-yard gain, 2:29 left here in the first quarter. Power eye formation this time. Wasn't it?
Yep.
Or Bill Brook.
Bill
Brook. Bill Brook. Brett Bill Brook, junior, 5'11", 225. He's not small. Power eye formation. Bill Brook.
Walker the ball carrier.
Make sure we squeeze. We're too high. We gotta stay low and squeeze. Stay low and squeeze. Come on.
Gonna be 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 for Greenfield Northwestern.
Walker, 9 carries for 102.
In the first quarter with 1:18 left. Man split to the left. At least 10 yards on that play.
I got him for right at 10, Steve.
And that's not good when your lineman's making the tackle back 10 yards back.
That is not good.
Betta split on the left-hand side. Power eye. Luke heading on that play. And Luke was able to get his arms around him and tackle him. They said it's inside the 10, Kevin, so it's 2nd and goal from about the 8. Give him about 2 on that.
Got it.
I like the power eye and the eye formation. It's one of my favorites because you're just going to power run at people. And when you use the power eye, you got that extra blocker in there. You can run a dive off of that to the – and so it's going to be the end of the first quarter. Greenfield Northwestern 6, Brown County nothing. We'll be back after these messages.
For all who enter our doors, exceed the expectations of our patient. Culbertson Memorial Hospital in Rushville, empowering your health and healing.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Cassing, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
At Brown County State Bank, our interest is in the students of our community. We think it's important to reward students for their hard work. With our Hoorays for A program, students can earn cash for their savings account. Plus, the students in school will be entered into an annual grand prize contest. Stop in the Brown County State Bank for Hooray for A's rules. Brown County State Bank, 101 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, member FDIC, and equal opportunity lender.
At All About Dance and More LLC, these are our core values. Perseverance by all studio members to put forth good effort to achieve goals. Innovative creation of original and unique learning environments. Fierce energy and community that builds student happiness, self-esteem, quick learning, and bold relationships. Integrity and investment in quality professional work where trust and high morals are practiced. Commitment to the studio family with loyalty, responsibility, and high expectations to create a lifelong appreciation for the AADM journey.
Steve Surratt, Kevin Dieterle coming back with you on the broadcast on BC Hornet Sports. Your source for Brown.
The ball still at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal from about the 8.
What do you think? A key to the holding against the Tigers called back, bud.
Come on, defense, let's go!
9-yard line, I think. And they're going to move the ball back to the 15. Second and goal from the 15.
He's going to cut on me.
Tackle, and there's going to be a loss on that play, I believe. Let's see where they end up marking it. It was on the 15. Loss of 1 on the play. We'll take Mr. Bishop's count on that. He's got a little higher view than we do.
He does.
And that's going to make it a 3rd and goal from about the 16-yard line. Trips to the right.
Steve.
Another hold going to come back. I like that, Kevin.
That might have been in the backfield from where the flag is.
The flag is at the 21-yard line. From the 21, that should be where the mark-off is, and that's going to make it clear back to the 30. He says the marker was at the 20, and it's back to the point of the ball is at the 30, and it'll be 3rd and goal.
One screen that way. Watch the
I hate to say this, but doesn't this look just the opposite of the playoff game?
We're going to decline it, so it's going to make it 4th and goal from the 30.
And so, 4th and goal from the 30.
Tony, get to the flat, jam him! What's the toss? What's the toss? Widen on the toss! Toss! Let's go! Let's go!
Over there for the tackle, Kevin. There was about 3 people in on that play, but Mason was and so Brown County's going to take over in pretty good field position considering.
Yeah, I mean, went from 1st and goal,
from the 8.
On the 8, 1st and goal, or I'm sorry, 4th and goal from the 30. Brown County takes over right there on the 30, their 3rd possession, and we'll see what they can do offensively to try to get something going.
And the penalties caused. I think, maybe I'm wrong.
4?
4. That's about 5.
It's about 5.
Yeah. Actually, by the time they mark it, Kevin, it's only 3.
Oh, my.
Be a 2nd and 7 for Brown County. Got 10:03 left here in the second quarter, and Kevin, it has stopped raining.
Yep.
The ball carrier. Ball down by number 9, Tanner Field. Picked up the
check.
pull on the play, third down 3.
Yard line, their own 38-yard line. Just a little over 9 minutes left here in the second quarter. Greenfield Northwestern up on a Walker 56-yard touchdown.
That line of scrimmage, he kind of strings that run out, and he's going to end up losing a yard, and it's going to make it 4th and 5. Well, loss of 2.
Yeah, lots of 2 yards. And into the ball game for Brown County is Dallas Clark. Split out. We're punting.
Go
Edgar, go! Middle! Good, Tony, good job! Get that ball out!
Tony, good job!
Good punt there by Woodward. Swap field positions. We'll see this Brown County defense can hold up once again.
I think, Kevin, if it's pouring down rain the next time, we set up there on the top of the hill and broadcast from the vehicle up on the top of the hill.
I know that your wife, Lisa, probably wouldn't mind that idea so much.
He's going to get 7 yards on that play, Kevin. Going to make it a 2nd and 3 for Greenfield Northwestern.
Walker 12 carries for 121 already with 7:45 to go in the second quarter.
You got that! Hold it! Rip it out! Rip it out!
Billbrook or, nope, it's 33. It is Drake Stewart. And you hear the coaches on the sidelines. Once you stack that guy up, let's be ripping that football out of there. It's wet. It should be easier for it to come out.
Yep.
Bet a split out on the right-hand side here. That play. Into Brown County territory, the 45, 6:50 left here on the Cass Communication scoreboard. Woodward out here on Bettis.
Please! Here we go.
Don't wait on it.
Walker ball carrier, down to around 40. Right there by 71, Mason Henry. We're down to about the 41. We're going to take second and 6 after a 4-yard gain.
Go right!
Scoreboard's going to move up to 12-0. Greenfield Northwestern on a touchdown pass from Brady Pembroke to Dylan Pembroke. Brady, a senior, 5'9", 170. Dylan, a sophomore, 5'10", 170, and he caught that on the run and just kept running, Kevin.
Did a nice job, Pembroke to Pembroke there, and nice hookup for the brothers. I'm sure they'll have plenty to talk about tonight.
One will be saying, wasn't that a great throw I made? And the other one will say, wasn't that a great catch I made off of that mediocre throw? Scoreboard, 6:01 left in the second quarter. We'll be back after these messages. A Rustic Garden ships home and garden accents coast to coast, right from its location in Mount Sterling. The folks there customize each sail by painting unique and vintage colors to match the look of the home or flower garden. They also do wrought iron fencing. How long does that last? 100 years? 200 years? Who knows how long wrought iron fencing will last? Shop www.arusticgarden.com and get it shipped directly to your front door.
Thinking about replacing a furnace or building a home? Confused by the options? Contact the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling about GeoComfort geothermal systems. Harness the energy stored in the earth to provide your heating and cooling. Geothermal is extremely efficient, safe, and environmentally friendly. It can save you up to 70% on your heating and cooling bills. Call the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling at 217-773-2626 to discover the best option for your home.
Steve Surratt, Kevin Dieterle back with you. Lisa Surratt over there controlling the camera. We've basically got one camera for you tonight. She just keeps you from getting sick when the guy puts the camera down. But back.
Go hit him! Go hit
For Brown County, as they got their wires crossed there, Kevin.
Yeah, those are the small things that you can talk about before a game that you hope to have kind of cleaned up as you get into week 8. But unfortunately, Brown County just a little sloppy, kind of in all facets of the game right now.
And so here we go. As Fullerton gets the Greenfield Northwestern.
Good defense. He had the safety coming over the top there for Greenfield as well. So tough little pocket there for Tate to throw it in. Good ball, but Woodward just unable to catch up to it there.
Bettis never looked for the ball. He was 100% just trying to keep up with Woodward to make sure that he wasn't going to get out of his reach.
Sure, and if Woodward could have made a play on that, you can't face guard in high school football. So that would have been a penalty if Woodward had that.
Against the Hornets. At the 5-yard line, will be second down, 15 from the 15.
Brown County needs a big play here. We need to get in Greenfield Northwestern territory. Like we said, the rain has stopped. The ground is still wet, though.
Let's go!
2 yards. It's going to make it a 3rd and 13 for Brown County. Big down right here.
Yeah, you got to figure out a way to switch into the field. If you're not gonna score here, you gotta get out of Greenfield territory and make them drive on you a little bit with 4:50 to go here in the second quarter.
Our problem is we have not taken much time off the clock. We have not rested much for the defensive side.
Here we go.
Fourth down and 10 for Brown County.
Keokum already with 5 carries, 12 yards.
We'll punt the ball as Woodward's back to punt the ball. Keokum wide. And
Get down here, Russ. Hey, on your left. On your left. Right here. Come on, defense.
Original line of scrimmage was a 20. Got it over to the other. About a 60-yard kick on that, Kevin. Or no. Yeah, 10, 20, 30, 40-yard kick. And, Kevin, a lot of controversy in that Dodger-San Francisco game last night. Particularly the last called strike, I understand.
You hate to see a really good series end like that, but yeah, I don't like either team, so I didn't really.
Come on! Get that
ball! I tell you what, he's one of the best backs we've seen all year long as far as hitting the hole and moving forward.
Yeah, he continues moving his feet, and again, the middle of his line from the center to both guards are doing a nice job as he's hitting those.
Power!
Play, and it's going to be third and short 3. Third and a short 3. I think they're giving Walker a break.
It's like Cole Beheimer with his pads off, and hopefully he'll be back next week if he's got a little injury today.
Game-wise that I'm even remotely.
Pick it up!
Get it out there.
Hey, don't get lulled to sleep!
What do you think of the big firing of Mr. Schilt?
I am shocked. Yeah, he's if you look at the last 3 or 4 managers that the Cardinals have had. Greenfield's going to pick up about 4 on that pass play. Pembroke 4 attempts. He's 2 for 4 for 44 yards. Both completions to his brother Dylan.
Walker's ball carrier. Brought down by Mason Henry, and the Tigers have used their first timeout of this ball game.
sell, and trade new and used firearms, and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive price. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
This is Tracy Hendricker with the Hendricker Funeral Home in Mount Sterling. On behalf of our entire family, we wish the best of luck to all the Hornet teams this season. Jamie and I have always been so proud of the athletic programs in the Brown County School District, which was such an important part of our own children's formative years. We are honored and humbled to have served so many families in Brown County and pledge to continue the tradition of assisting families with the dignity and compassion our community deserves. Thank you, and go Hornets!
The tackle on the play.
25-yard touchdown scamper there for Walker. That's his second of the evening.
And so that's how far down we are. We've got the freshman has got quite a bit of playing time this year, Kevin. And so that'll make it 20.
Your Do-It-Best quality paint dealer mixes unique paint colors for any project. Bring a sample of your pillows, curtains, or other items, and Castings will scan them into their computer. Mix your unique color of Do-It-Best quality paint and save the information. Need a special gift? Castings Gift Department has gifts for everyone. Casting Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-2611.
St. Mary's School offers an excellent education, special activities, affordable tuition, and after-school care in a loving, faith-based family atmosphere. All students, kindergarten through 8th grade, are one-on-one, which means each student has their own iPad. If 5 or more students commit to attend St. Mary's School from Rushville and or Beardstown, St. Mary's can provide free transportation to and from school. It's not too late to register. Call Melissa at 217. To schedule a tour today.
Napa know-how. Hello, Earl Flack, your locally owned McCain Napa Auto Parts store in Mount Sterling, Illinois, with 23 locations serving Central Illinois, family owned, 84 years. Let's talk about cold weather specials. How about some Napa 50/50 antifreeze, $8.99 a gallon, full strength, $11.99. Also have Xerix on sale as low as $7.99. Napa Premium Conventional Motor Oil, $2.39 a quart, or $11.99 for a 5-quart jug. Get the good stuff at Napa know-how, and thank you for your business.
Hi, I'm Heather Henry, owner and instructor at Heather's Tumble and Tap in Mount Sterling, where we have been teaching dance to the children of Brown County and the surrounding areas since 1995. We offer classes in tap, jazz palm, tumbling, and offer an all-boys tumbling class for all those future Hornet athletes. At Heather's Tumble and Tap.
Steve from 3.
Let's go, boys! Left side! Left side! Left side! Let's go, boys!
40 yards, 6 by 6, draw out 3 yards, On the return by number 29, Brody Woodward. He's sent there by number 9, Tanner Goods. First and 10 tempo for the Hornets from their own 23-yard line.
Getting some energy going. The sideline's pretty quiet. Crowd, it's a tough night to be the crowd. It's really non-existent tonight, so hopefully there's a bunch of people.
Remember the ball carrier. Picked up from about 8-6 down 2. Austin now leads the Astros 3-1 in the top of the third.
Nope, he's going to be a yard short. We're going to give him 2 yards on that. It'll be 3rd and 1. And that's the end of the first half of play. It is Greenfield Northwestern Tigers 20. Our Brown County Hornets 2. We'll be back with the Yingling and Nissen halftime program for you. They're at 111 West Washington, Mount Sterling. Call 773-3397 or on the web at ynagency.com. We'll be back.
We focus on fun, friends, and the fundamentals of dance in a non-competitive atmosphere. Follow us on Facebook to stay up to date on upcoming classes and events. Go Hornets!
The Mount Sterling Savings Center, a customer-owned savings bank offering online banking from your computer or mobile phone, allowing you access to your account on your schedule. The Mount Sterling Savings Center is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Mount Sterling Savings Center, conveniently located at 201 West Main, the intersections of routes 24 and 99, is a branch of the Beardstown Savings located at 301 South Main. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Brown County is a rural area, a little over 300 square miles. In a small community, you need somewhere where people can come and get access to materials.
The Brown County Public Library, this new library, will be a central space that really links our communities.
This new library is free access for everyone, all people within Brown County.
We can't do it without you.
This is your library.
Please donate.
Meet me at the library.
Our friends over at Dot Foods have some incredible career opportunities available right now. Dot's business is growing, which means they need to grow their warehouse team to keep up, and this is the team you want to be on. Material handlers can start earning up to $22.35 an hour. They have full and part-time positions available with flexible schedules to fit your life. And Dot has great benefits like paid vacation, profit sharing, 401k match, and so much more. Check them out today at dotfoods.com/team for more information.
Main Street Repair and Terry Ham have the reputation of being the best at front-end alignments in the area. With 20 years of experience, Terry is the person that customers and auto repair professionals refer their friends and customers to. But alignments are not the only thing that they do at the Main Street Repair. They repair steering and suspension issues, install leveling and lift kits, repair and replace brakes and tires, do oil changes, as well as minor engine and miscellaneous repairs. Main Street Repair at 216 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Call for your appointment today at 217-773-3848. Once again, that's 217-773-3848.
Welcome back, Kevin Dieterle, Steve Surratt, Lisa Surratt.
When it comes to handling your tax.
And Larry Dunn Accounting. Happy to bring you the halftime show. We're going to go over some quick stats here for the home team. Greenfield in the rushing category looks like Brady Pembroke with 4 carries for 4 yards. Wyatt Stewart, 1 carry for 4 yards. Bill Brook, 5 carries for 23. Walker, 17 carries for 163 in the first half, remember. Drake Stewart has 2 carries for 8 yards. Through the air, Greenfield and Pembroke is 3 for 5 for 47 yards and a touchdown hookup with his brother Dylan Pembroke. Dillon has 2 receptions for 44 yards, and Bettis hauled in an extra point with a reception and 3 yards. For your Brown County Hornets, their first half stats look like this as the wind blowing my paper away. Mr. Keokum has 5 carries for 12 yards. Woodward, 2 carries for -2. Gavin Montgomery is the leading rusher for Brown County with 4 carries, 16 yards. And through the air, Mr. Fullerton is 0 for 2. Brown County with 3 penalties in the first half, and Greenfield with 2. That is our halftime show. We are going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with our keys to the game in the second half.
Ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their #1 priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster internet and Wi-Fi. Good thing Cascom has reliable download speeds up to 1 gig and Plume Whole Home Adaptive Wi-Fi pods to keep all your devices well connected. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Cascom.com for a great offer on reliable internet and whole home Wi-Fi.
Culbertson is the heart of the communities we serve. As we introduce our new logo and refreshed brand, we want you to know that we pledge to maintain the highest quality standard of care you expect here at Culbertson Memorial Hospital. We continue to remain committed to our care promise. What is our care promise? Care that proves to our customers that we do our best to meet their needs. Attitudes that demonstrate that we are here to serve our communities. Respect for all who enter our doors. Exceed the expectations of our patient. Culbertson Memorial Hospital in Rushville, empowering your health and healing.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Cassing, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
At Brown County State Bank, our interest is in the students of our community. We think it's important to reward students for their hard work. With our Hoorays for A program, students can earn cash for their savings account. Plus, the students in school will be entered into an annual grand prize contest. Stop in the Brown County State Bank for Hooray for A's rules. Brown County State Bank, 101 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, member FDIC, and equal opportunity lender.
Are you a CDL holder looking for an extra income or a change of pace? Do you drive a tractor or pull a trailer in your current job? Come drive for Dot Transportation. Dot offers full-time flexible schedules and gives you the option to not touch freight. Looking for a part-time gig? As a part-time Dot driver, you can drive when it works best for you and fits your family's busy schedule. Just let us know when you are available. Whether it's once a week or once a month, it's up to you. Drive for Dot and you'll have access to state-of-the-art equipment and a company that roots for your success. Ready to join our team and sport the Dot Blue? Head to drivefordot.com or give us a call at 217-773-9463.
Chad Yingling here with Yingling Nissen Insurance. We have over 40 years of experience in the insurance business, so we want to make sure that you are well protected. So that means making sure you have the best coverage possible to protect you financially. We do all kinds of insurance, personal, farm, commercial, governmental, you name it, we can insure it. So check us out, www.ynagency.com, or give us a call, 217-773-3397.
Brown County is a rural area, a little over 300 square miles. In a small community, you need somewhere where people can come and get access to materials.
The Brown County Public Library, this new library, will be a central space that really links our communities.
This new library is free access for everyone, all people within Brown County.
We can't do it without you.
This is your library.
Please donate.
Meet me at the library.
KLC Inc. has moved to their new location at 509 Pittsfield Road, next to Casting Lumber in the former Flynn Grocery location. They are an apparel shop that specializes in screen printing, embroidery, custom and team apparel, promotional products, fundraising items, home decor, and personalization of almost anything. They strive to make the customer number one and get the customer the professional results that they are looking for. Stop by their new showroom at 509 Pittsfield Road or call them at 217-773-9090. KLC Inc. You think it, we ink it.
At Henry Automotive, they believe in honest, hometown service. They have the latest in technology and tools and are equipped for any job. So, whether it's an oil change, scheduled maintenance, a check engine light, or a major repair, Doug and Darren Henry, your ASE certified mechanics, are standing by to get you back on the road. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690 East Street, Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road. Drive 1.8 miles and look for the big blue and yellow sign. Call Henry Automotive at 773-9066. Once again, that's Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
This is Brandon Kindhart with Double K Firearms. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive price. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
Steve Surratt, Kevin Dieterle, we hope our sound is better. Send us a note if it's better because of, again, the cameras were on, and we had that problem last week. We appreciate people letting us know, but I had my phone in my pocket. Appreciate you watching the ball game. We promise we'll have better commentary for you in the second half, but you're listening to the Ingley and Nissen halftime program. They're at 111 West Washington in Mount Sterling. Call 773-3397 or on the web at ynagency.com. 22-0 Greenfield Northwestern over Brown County at halftime, Kevin. And the stats are very lopsided. Mr. Walker is running at will. His probably shortest run is, what, 3 yards?
His shortest run is 1 yard. It was on his 8th carry of the ball game. But the thing that has been so overwhelming is Greenfield has just owned the ball. Brown County's been 3 and out, 2 of their 4 possessions. I think they've picked up 1 first down. And so that's kind of the story of the game is Brown County just can't get any momentum moving the football north and south and have tried to go through the air, kind of all the avenues that you can think of right now, but just really struggling to get it moving offensively. And, you know, the defense is working, but when you don't give the defense any time to rest, and at this point, what is rest because everybody's playing both sides of the ball, the game gets a lot more difficult. Greenfield has quite a bit of depth and have been rotating guys in and out. But, that's the story to me is just time of possession. Greenfield able to really burn the clock and sustain these big drives versus Brown County's 3 and outs.
Yeah, now all Greenfield Northwestern will have to do this second half is to run the football.
Run the football.
And it doesn't even have to be Walker. It can be Bill Breck. It can be
Stewart Drake. You got Bill Brook. I mean, they have a plethora of backs back there, and they seem to be very healthy. And when you give Bill Brook the ball, you're going to wear that defense out because he's a big boy. He's running right in those A gaps on both sides of the center and getting 3-4 yards a pop, which will just devastate a defense at the end of the day.
And we get to see him next year because he's a junior, 5'11", 225 pounds, as opposed to Sam Walker, the senior, 5'7", and 144. But Walker is the fastest guy I've seen to get to the hole. He starts about 6-7 yards off the ball, and his first step is his slowest step, and after that he's up to full speed when he's got the football and just runs. He runs runs north and south here.
Yeah, he runs north and south, and give the credit to the running back where it's due, right? But that line is holding the block for 2 seconds, and then they don't have to worry because they see the back of their running back's jersey because he is up to speed so quickly. Doing a nice job after contact is, Mr. Hedden has had him in the backfield a couple times and able to continue to move his feet, get positive yardage, and continue to move the chains for Greenfield. And Brown County just has not had that opportunity offensively, and then that's what they have to get to. I don't care what they go to offensively. They want to spread it out a little bit, put the ball in Fullerton's hands, and let him throw it around a little bit, but they got to get something going, keep the defense off the field.
You made a key statement there. The Greenfield linemen are only having to hold their block for about a half a second.
Yep.
Okay? Look at the opposite side on Brown County because we don't get to the hole fast enough that we're usually looking for a hole. You have to hold your block longer, and therefore there's going to be more problems involved. And if there's one key to the second half, brought to you by Hope Through Faith Ministries, is I'd like to see the key to the second half be to Brown County popping the ball quickly. I'd like to see us go to the wishbone, run straight ahead and get our yardage straight ahead, and then run outside and hit the hole fast on the outside. So I'd say the key second half for us, hitting the hole faster.
Yeah, well, we've seen Montgomery 5 carries, 16 yards, and yeah, that's not an astounding statistic there, but every single run has been right up the gut for 3 or 4 yards. He's been stopped at the line of scrimmage, I think, once, but just continuing to run north and south has been one success point for Montgomery, and even Keokum is really hitting the hole. And that's what they got to do. I mean, you got to pound away, chip away, and eventually you're going to break that big play. But running east and west all the time, unless you're faster than the defense, and right now we're not faster than the defense, so we've got to just be tougher.
Trevin Volk and Beheimer both without pads on. And that is not a good thing for Brown County. As
that depth chart just continues to shrink.
And it gets to be tougher. We'll go to a station break. We'll be back after these messages.
This is Tracy Hendricker with the Hendricker Funeral Home in Mount Sterling. On behalf of our entire family, we wish the best of luck to all the Hornet teams this season. Jamie and I have always been so proud of the athletic programs in the Brown County School District, which was such an important part of our own children's formative years. We are honored and humbled to have served so many families in Brown County and pledge to continue the tradition of assisting families with the dignity and compassion our community deserves. Thank you, and go Hornets!
Napa know-how.
Hello, Earl Flack for your locally owned McKay Napa Auto Parts store. That's right, that new Napa store in town. We have moved. Appreciate your business. You're supporting 224 employees that are family owned since 1937 and 24 small town communities just like Mount Sterling. We believe in heroes too. 2021 marks our 10th anniversary of participating in the Intrepid Fallen Heroes for our nation's service members who suffer from traumatic brain injury and post-traumatic stress. Stop by our store for a free hat with a $25 portion. You'll make a $1 donation. We appreciate your business.
Mitsubishi ductless systems give you individual room control and allergen filtration with no ductwork, so you can be as comfortable as you want anywhere in your home. The Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling can help you design a Mitsubishi system for your new addition, remodeling project, your man cave, or she shed. Call Scranton Heating and Cooling today to come and evaluate the best options available to you. The Comfort Man, 217-773-2626, or on the web at comfortman.com.
Steve Surratt, Lisa Surratt, Kevin Dieterle back with you for second half of football. We're just seconds away from that. Greenfield Northwestern 20 and Brown County nothing. We hope our audio problems have been fixed as the cameras you were getting camera audio, and I don't know what the coaches were saying, but you can probably hear our coaches on that or in our camera up here. So we hope we have that straightened out for you. Lisa's got my phone, so if you want to text that you're listening and the problem's fixed, you can text my phone number, and it won't be in my pocket, Kevin. So, but no rain here. It quit raining, about the second quarter?
Yep.
And footing does not seem to be a problem on this field. Like I said, last week on a dew field at Unity, we had more slippage last week than we've had this week on this field. And so to kick off will be Wyatt Stewart kicking off the football back deep. Woodward and Keokum back deep. Waiting for the whistle. Here we go. Nice deep kick. Woodward's going to catch it on the fly. They're going to do a reverse fake on that and bring it up the middle. And out to the 26-yard line. And, Kevin, I'll just bring it up. I mean, to me, if he'd caught that ball and run it straight forward, we would have got a whole lot more yards.
Yeah, there's a couple different theories there, but that has not seemed to pay dividends so far this season. I've seen him do that quite a few times, whether that's broadcasting or watching from home, and it just hasn't worked out. And another part of that is typically neither guy is running full speed. When I saw Carthage do that very successfully years ago, both backs were full speed.
Ball given up to Keokum in the back of the eye, and he's going to move forward. I'm going to give him about a yard on that play. Let's see what they mark it. Yes, a yard. Second and 9, I should say. Second and 9. I don't know where I got that 2 from. I guess wishful thinking, huh? And second and 9. Fullerton with the play. Brown County with a little more urgency with one half of play that Greenfield Northwestern has dominated the first half 22-0. Single wing formation with Keokum in the wing, and he moves, and illegal procedure. And you know what? He would have been okay if he would have took off and went around the other side.
Yeah, just kept moving laterally, but unfortunately he kind of stopped in his tracks.
And it took a Greenfield player to point it out that he was moving. The official didn't really see it. And so it'll be 2nd and 15 for Brown County. Or 2nd and 14, I should say. Blakely split to the left. Woodward out to the left. Keokum in the wing on the right side. Quick pass out to Woodward. He's got one man to beat. Gets about 3 yards on the play, maybe 2. See where they move the marker to. The ball was on the 20. And we're going to give him 2 on the play. Make it 3rd and about 13.
Again, these tough, long third down opportunities for Brown County. You put yourself in a bad spot, and you kind of have to get out of your comfort zone with your play calling when you're in 3rd and 13 versus that power run game that you're used to seeing.
Laney split out to the right. Keokum in the slot. Single wing Woodward in motion. Back to pass and being chased. And Keokum, ball meant for Keokum, and a nice job by Walker. Walker doing it on both sides of the football on offense and defense.
Without Mr. Beheimer on the field, that's just one less weapon that Tate Fullerton has to target on those opportunities there. So just a tough overall situation as Brown County's depth chart continues to shrivel up.
Split out, that's Montgomery splitting out to the right. Keokum to the left on the punt here. Woodward 4th down and 19. Back, I believe, should be Dylan Pembroke back here, and it is. He picks the ball up at the 47-yard line. He's across to the Brown County 45-40 and knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10, Greenfield Northwestern in Brown County territory at the 40. And, Kevin, that's probably the thing that hurts the most is we are giving the ball in pretty good territory.
Yeah, looks like Brown County's got another player coming off the field as Montgomery got lit up pretty good on that kick return, and he hits the sideline. Hopefully that young man is okay. There's no such thing as the old getting your bell rung anymore, Steve.
Nope. If your bell gets rung, you get put out and sit out for a little bit. Pembroke under with a power or a I formation. Walker straight up the middle, and guess who's there?
Mr. Hedden again.
Luke Hedden has had a great game on defense tonight.
He has played very, very well.
And no gain on that. Boy, that is, I don't think I said that tonight. Walker and no gain, I don't think in the same sentence. One thing about it is we're up close and personal when they're right here in front of us.
That's a fact.
I mean, we're sitting at the 50-yard line, like in Arrowhead Stadium, and they wouldn't have this good a seat. Shotgun, Pembroke gives it in the backfield. That was Stewart, and he's going to lose about a yard on that play.
Lanning in there for that tackle.
Logan Wilson in the ball game now. He was in on that tackle also. As Pembroke waits to see what the play is going to be. Brown County's ready on defense. Brown County playing a 5-man front. Right over the football is Dalton Rice. He's nose guard. Shotgun formation, low snap. Pembroke takes it, and they're going to tackle him for a loss. Going to tackle him back to the 43-yard line. He lost 4 yards on that play. It'll be 4th down, and it looks like a punt squad coming in here. Punt squad or the second team punt squad?
Not the opening drive of the second half either team wanted to start with, but we'll see if Greenfield actually punts or looking to do something nifty here.
Brady Pembroke back to kick the football. Whistle blows. What's
delay a game?
I don't know that wasn't intentional. The way he's kicking the football, he needs probably a little bit more room to pin us.
It's I mean, it's going to put the ball on the 47, and if he can boot it that far, that's a pretty solid high school 1A school kicker.
Back to kick again. Bad snap. Pembroke picks it up, throws the ball downfield, and that's a good thing for them. 68. Coach, who's yelling 61's downfield? We can hear the coaches even where we're at, and absolutely right. The punt team had released to go downfield.
Yeah, the pass was incomplete as Pembroke did what he could to try to get the ball downfield. Because of the muff snap there. But I'm going to guess Brown County is going to decline that because they would take the ball over at the 48-yard line.
Yep. And I'm trying to look. Layden Volk in the ball game. He'll be in a fullback, and I tell you why, Layden played pretty good last week at Unity. The freshman. And we've got some freshmen, stepping up to the plate due to injuries here. And
it's a tough task.
Welcome to the big leagues.
Play varsity football. It's just a different sport. Baseball is one thing, basketball is another thing, but football is very tough to ask a freshman to come in and contribute.
Man in motion's Woodward. Now they're going to throw a late procedure. False start. Did you see that? I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. What I can tell you, though, is that's the 5th procedure penalty on Brown County in this ballgame.
How many yards penalties do we have?
Well, it's 25.
Well, I said 20 to 25 for the whole ball game. And Fullerton back in. 7:32 left on the Cass Communications scoreboard clock here in the third quarter. 22-0 our score. Split out right. Laney in the slot. Keokum. Man in motion, Woodward, given to him, and he's hit in the backfield by our buddy back there, Drake Stewart. And we're going to lose 4 yards on that play. We were getting out. Well, we lost more than that, didn't we? Ball's going to be marked back to the 40. We lost 3 yards. And we were moving quickly, but we were moving laterally, and it was read by Stewart standing right there by himself. And that's the one thing I will say the Greenfield has done, initial hit and holding the tackle.
Yep.
That's been our big downfall. Same formation, same movement, given to Volk up the middle. He's going to get about 3, how many yards on it? 39 out to the 43. Give him 4 yards on that play. Nice job by the freshman, just couldn't keep his feet.
Yep, he had one guy to beat in the middle of the field and got tripped up.
Be third down in about 15. Blakely split to the left. Woodward split to the left. Keokum in the wing. Layden Volk in the backfield. Given to Volk up the middle. He getting a couple of yards at a time. He's going to get another 3 yards on that, and it's going to make it a 4th and 12. Now, what I like is, again, like Montgomery, he's going straight forward first before he makes any side steps of any kind. Nice job by the freshman.
Is he a freshman? I thought he was a sophomore.
Let's see. Let me look at my Layton Volk, sophomore. You are right. You are right. I am wrong. He's offsides. Back up. In the ball game.
Oh, he's offsides.
They didn't call it.
Nope.
Ball at the 25. And here's what I like, Kevin, on the sideline. There's Colby Wart talking to the young sophomore.
Yep.
Talking to him about both hands on the ball and pumping him up to get him back out there, getting him going again. And you know what? That's true leadership right there.
Sure.
I mean, you're going to have injuries. And so are you still a leader on this team from the sidelines? And good ball players are.
Yeah, I think you talk to any coach who's ever coached Mr. Colby Wharton, they're going to tell you the same exact thing that you just said. I mean, they want him on their team all day long.
Man in motion's Bettis. Back to throw is Pembroke, wide open down the field. Dylan Pembroke, and he's caught from behind by Tice Fullerton. Bishop likes saying that up in the booth, Pembroke to Pembroke, doesn't he, Kevin?
He does.
Down to the 33. How many yard pass play was that?
That was a 42-yard pickup.
And he laid it in there perfect.
He did.
Think they've thrown a few passes in the backyard?
That's my guess.
High formation for Greenfield Northwestern. They're in Brown County territory at the 34-yard line. 4:54 left. Given to Walker in the backfield. He gets through the hole, makes a jog to the right, and he gets out to the 25. Give him 8 yards on that play, and actually 9. Make it 2nd and a long one.
Walker with just 3 carries in the second half, but up to 172 yards on 20 carries for the game.
Wow. Stewart, the fullback, I formation, 1 split to the right. That's Bettis. Given, who again? Walker, and he's hit by Laney on the outside, and there's a flag thrown. I'm going to say that's going to be a face mask.
Going to be a face mask for sure.
And that's the call, and he got the first down. He got the 1 yard and got at least 2 more. Give him 3 on the play, and then they're going to tack 5 yards after the end of the run. 3-yard gain on the run, 5 more yards, 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Greenfield Northwestern Tigers at about the 17-yard line. 17. I'll give him the bow on that. He's higher than we are. 17-yard line. Down to 4:15 here in the third quarter. Still 22-0, but Greenfield Northwestern knocking at the door. Greenfield Northwestern, this left side of the line's pretty stout. Man in motion's Walker. Handed the ball up the middle to Stewart, I believe. And he's going to get a couple of yards on that play. 17 going to move it down to about the 14-yard line. 2nd down and 7 in my opinion. Ball's on the 11. 3:25 left. High formation, Walker in the back of that. Man in motion's Bettis. Ball given to Walker, left-hand side. He's through the hole and into the end zone for a touchdown. No flags on the play.
We got a flag.
Do we?
Yep. Over here on the left side, illegal formation, it looks like. Illegal motion, excuse me. 2nd touchdown for Greenfield Northwest that's been brought back.
Last time they didn't get it. We're going to mark that football back, and it'll be 2nd down. And that'll be 2nd and about 13, short 13.
Tough run there for Walker, so you know if you're him, you got a little issue with that call.
He's had both the touchdowns that have been called back.
Yep.
Bettis going to be split out to the left. I formation. Pembroke under center. Brady gives the football to Walker. Same play, same result. Only 5 yards further. And still gets the ball a 20-yard touchdown. Instead of a 15-yard touchdown, he gets a 20-yard touchdown. And instead of 15 yards on the play before, he got 20 yards.
Yep.
And so he comes out ahead. Cass Communication scoreboard shows should say Greenfield Northwestern 28 and Brown County nothing.
And that's his 3rd touchdown of the ball game.
And I can see why they have been rated so high. If Carrollton is a better squad than them, we better come prepared next week. And we play Carrollton at home. Man in motion is Bettis. Gives the ball, fake. Throws into the corner of the end zone. And there's Dylan Pembroke. Pembroke to Pembroke for the extra 2, making it 30-0 with 2:46 left here in the third quarter on the Cass Communication scoreboard. Now, honestly, they do the fireworks after the touchdowns. I think that's cool. With that, we'll take a station break.
Banks are involved in every aspect of our daily lives. They support us as we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like purchasing that new car, opening a small business, buying or building a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. Bank with a partner you can trust and count on. Farmer State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling. Locally owned, locally operated, locally dedicated. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Napa know-how.
Hello, Earl Flack, your locally owned McCain Napa Auto Parts store in Mount Sterling, Illinois, with 23 locations serving Central Illinois, family owned, 84 years. Let's talk about cold weather specials. How about some Napa 50/50 antifreeze? $8.99 a gallon. Full strength, $11.99. Also have Xerix on sale as low as $7.99. Napa Premium Conventional Motor Oil, $2.39 a quart, or $11.99 for a 5-quart jug. Get the good stuff with Napa know-how, and thank you for your business.
Left in the third on the Cass Communication scoreboard clock, 30-0. Ball kick, Keokum takes it.
and gives it to Woodward. No, he keeps it himself. Fooled me. Out to the 25 and finally knocked down at about the 29-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Brown County.
He did a nice job, Ezra did there, keeping that ball on his hip and really selling that fake.
And that's the biggest part of it. And I've seen just a few quarterbacks in my time that do a good job faking the football, Kevin, that make you wonder who's got the football.
Yep, I mean that is an old school Carthage special right there that Coach Unruh and his staff, which I know Coach Little was a part of there for a while, that is 100% Carthage special there.
Laney split right. Keokum in the slot. Woodward in the wing. Back to pass. Fullerton going to tuck it and slide. And I don't know if he gets back to the line of scrimmage. He's at the 28. He's going to lose 2 yards on that.
Just nowhere to go with the ball there. The line did a nice job, kind of keeping that pocket for Mr. Fullerton, but just nowhere to go with it as the receivers downfield could not get open.
Marcus Perry brings him to the line. Blakely spits out to the left. Woodward in the slot. Keokum in a single wing. Layden Volk in the fullback. It's given to Volk up the middle. He's got his. He's back to the 31-yard line, giving him about 3 yards on that play. And the one thing that I would say about Layden, he's concerned about keeping the ball covered. He's concerned about getting through the hole, but his head's down.
Yep.
If he needs to get his head up because there was a hole there for him to open up and go to. But then again, that comes with carries. So it's going to be 3rd down and 9 for Brown County. Double wing formation. Man in motion was Keokum. Thrown in the flat to Woodward. He's got some running room and going to get the 1st down. And a flag thrown in late as it was came in. I think a guy came in with his head.
I'm going to guess it's a late hit there, but yeah, you could be right. Could be like a targeting.
Personal foul. Brown, and so Woodward gets about 11 yards on that pass play from Fullerton, and we're going to get 15 tacked on to the end of that. That'll put us in Greenfield Northwestern territory just over the 45-yard line with 1 minute and 12 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Again, had rain most of the 1st quarter. Pregame was damp. Kevin was questioning whether we should even broadcast. Lisa was sitting in the car waiting, but she got a nice little windbreak down there that we fixed up for her, and she ought to be keeping nice and cozy down there. Laney and Keokum to the right, single wing formation, given to Volk, and the ball goes straight ahead. And I don't know if Greenfield Northwestern got the ball.
Yep.
And he got hit as soon as he got the football. He was going backwards.
I don't even think there was a true exchange there as he was getting hit. I mean, Greenfield was across the line, shot the gap, and put both him and Tate in a really bad spot there.
1st and 10, Greenfield Northwestern with 1 minute and 6 seconds left, and that was our best series of downs as far as moving the ball was concerned.
Yeah, it was. You got that 11-yard pickup through the air for the 1st down and a tack-on 15-yard penalty, but now Greenfield takes over at the 45.
Bettis split to the left. Handed off to back of the eye. That's going to be Bill Brook, and he's just a handful. He's going to get from the 45, and they're going to probably mark him at the 50-yard line, give him 5 yards on that, Kevin.
Tough run there.
I mean, if they'd put Bill Brook and Stewart in front, kind of like what Unity did last week in front of Walker, he's already getting a lot of yards. He'd get a whole lot more yards. That was an odd formation last week. They put the 2 big guys and just centered the ball to the quarterback, and he ran forever. Ball handed off back of that again. It's Bill Brook. He puts his head down. He's going to get another 5 yards and a 1st down. Give him 6, and a flag goes in there
in the last minute.
And that's going to be a personal foul on Laney, I believe. A little extracurricular activity away from the football. You're not helping your team when you do stuff like that. You might be frustrated, but
personal foul, Brown County. That's going to be a first down.
I'm not sure if that's a spot foul, but that is absolutely not where the foul took place. The foul took place
it should be
back here on the 50.
Should be at the end of the run. Should be tacked on at the end of the run.
Gotcha.
Because it's a personal foul.
So
the play stands.
Yep.
Happened truly after the play, so to speak. And so that's where it gets tacked on. Now they're clear down to Brown County territory down in the 30 now. Be first and 10 as we go down to the last seconds. That's going to be the end of the third quarter of the play. Greenfield Northwestern 30, Brown County nothing in high school football. We'll be back.
Our friends over at Dot Foods have some incredible career opportunities available right now. Dot's business is growing, which means they need to grow their warehouse team to keep up, and this is the team you want to be on. Material handlers can start earning up to $22.35 an hour. They have full and part-time positions available with flexible schedules to fit your life. And Dot has great benefits like paid vacation, profit sharing, 401k match, and so much more. Check them out today at dotfoods.com/team for more information.
Main Street Repair and Terry Ham have the reputation of being the best at front-end alignments in the area. With 20 years of experience, Terry is the person that customers and auto repair professionals refer their friends and customers to. But alignments are not the only thing that they do at the Main Street Repair. They repair steering and suspension issues, install leveling and lift kits, repair and replace brakes and tires, do oil changes, as well as minor engine and miscellaneous repairs. Main Street Repair at 216 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Call for your appointment today at 217-773-3848. Once again, that's 217-773-3848.
Steve Surratt, Kevin Dieterle, Lisa Surratt back with you on the broadcast. Cold, damp, dreary, ugly football game. I mean, those are the words for the night, I think. 30-0, Greenfield Northwestern over Brown County. Greenfield Northwestern with the ball at the 30-yard line. That's the Brown County 30. Under center is Pembroke. Gives the ball back to the eye to Bilbrook. He runs straight ahead and got him down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 6 yards on that. Make it a 2nd and 4. How many yards does Walker have?
Walker, 195. Bilbrook with 8 carries for 39.
Well, my question is they've taken him out of the ball game. Are they afraid he's going to break a school record?
He's a pretty solid asset. You know, you're going into a week 9, and then of course this Greenfield Northwest team set to make the playoffs and make a pretty solid run. So you'd hate to see a kid get hurt in the 30-point game.
Yep. High formation. Brown County shoots the linebackers. Ball given straight ahead to Stewart. He's got the first down plus about 3 more. So give him 7 yards on that play. And so 1st and 10 for the Greenfield Tigers. Ball is on the 17. Give the official some time to get his shoe tied here. Going to be an I formation. Stewart at the fullback position. Bilbrook and the back of that I. Split out to the left is Bettis. Pembroke gives it to Bilbrook. He's going to run straight ahead, and he just bowled over a couple of people there, Kevin. I mean, he just lowers his head and says, try to tackle me.
Yeah, the difference in the way he runs versus the way that Walker runs, it's pretty significant, but both very effective as he's going to pick up 4 on that.
Yeah, 2 different running styles. So you got bookends there. Bilbrook would be playing fullback.
or on a lot of small schools, he'd be on the offensive line.
Yeah, I mean, if he was playing for Brown County, he'd likely be on the line. But, some of that lightning and thunder, two-back activity for Greenfield Northwest.
I formation, Bettis split, gives to Bill Brook in the back of it. He kind of dances around a little more that time. And let's see, ball was on the 12. Well, that's a first. Bishop's getting crafty up there. He said a swarm of hornets on the tackle. That's good. I may use that.
Pretty solid.
I don't know if you'll listen to the girls' basketball game the other night, but I used scrum for the very first time in basketball this year.
Well, in junior high girls basketball, I would say you probably get to use it aplenty.
Yeah. That's Kevin Dieterle's phrase, and I give him all the credit for that. And look who's in the back of that eye. It's Walker. Ball given to him on the right-hand side. He shoots to the outside, and a couple of people had an opportunity. Finally, I believe it was Jacob Lanning that got him down.
To about the 1, maybe the 2-yard line. First down for the Tigers.
And so let's see, the ball was on what?
It was on the 10, it said.
Yep, on the 10. No flag on the play, down to the 1, 9-yard gain, so he's over 200 yards for the day. And I don't know what he's pushing his hands up for. He's doing this. I know he's trying to get the crowd, the official in the ball game. They wanted something. Ball's on the 1, taking a lot of time here. Just started the play clock. That should have started about 10 seconds ago, didn't you think?
Would have thought the ball was set. No chain gang holding it up, so.
Walker in the back of that eye. Giving up the middle, they gave it to the fullback, Bill Brook. Short. Not, if it was on the 1, can't give him any gain on that, Kevin, because it's not in there.
Yep.
Second goal from less than a yard. They got Bill Brook, Walker, and Stewart in the ball game. Power I formation. Giving up the middle. I believe that's Bill Brook in for the touchdown. Yep, it is, Kevin. 1-yard touchdown for Bill Brook. Moves it to 36 to nothing with 6:54 left in the fourth quarter. And running clock goes at 40. No chance of that happening with a 2-point conversion here. Field goal they're going to try, I think, this time. I mean, you might as well work on it. An amazing thing to me, you look at the special teams here, you had 5 new guys trot out onto the field every time they do a punt, or in this case, an extra point.
Hey, anything's a solid break.
Ball's down, up, kick
and
is
good.
up and good. That'll make it 37-0 with 6:54 left on the Cass Communication scoreboard clock in the fourth quarter. We'll be back after these messages.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster internet and Wi-Fi. Good thing Cascom has reliable download speeds up to 1 gig and Plume Whole Home Adaptive Wi-Fi pods to keep all your devices well connected. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Cascom.com for a great offer on reliable internet and whole home Wi-Fi.
KLC Inc. has moved to their new location at 509 Pittsfield Road, next to Casting Lumber in the former Flynn Grocery location. They are an apparel shop that specializes in screen printing, embroidery, custom and team apparel, promotional products, fundraising items, home decor, and personalization of almost anything. They strive to make the customer number one and get the customer the professional results that they are looking for. Stop by their new showroom at 509 Pittsfield Road or call them at 217-773-9090. KLC Inc. Youth.
Steve Surratt, Kevin Dieterle, Lisa Surratt back with you. It'll be Stewart kicking the ball for Greenfield Northwestern. Kick is back. It's going to be Woodward that takes the ball. Hands the ball off to Keokum around the other side. He's got some running room and gets out to the 43-yard line. Be first and 10 Brown County. And again, quicker speed that time on the exchange, and Brody kept the hip over here.
Yep,
and I think so did Keokum.
Full speed on the handoff, and you gotta sell it. If not, it's
there's no use running it.
No use running it. Yep.
And so let's see if Brown County can move the football, get on the scoreboard. That's the main thing we want to do in this ball game. Get some positive notes on the end of this football game. Couple injuries out there. Beheimer is out, and Trevin Volk is out that I know of tonight in this ball game. Ball given up the middle. That's going to be Layden Volk, the sophomore. He's going to get a couple of yards on the play. And he gets, 3 yards on that play, Kevin? And like we said before, when he comes over to the sideline as a sophomore between when the defense is out there, he's getting coached up and from not only from the coaches but from Colby Ward over here, trying to help him become a better football player. Ball sitting at the Brown County 45-yard line. 6:06 left here in the fourth quarter. Wishbone formation for Brown County given to Keokum. Comes around on the left side. He's going to fall forward, and he's going to get about 5 yards on that. Give him 6. It's going to be 3rd and 1 at the 50-yard line. Who's going to get it for the yard? You don't see many quarterbacks take this anymore.
No.
It's straight ahead. Now, I don't understand why, other than you're afraid you're going to get your quarterback hurt. Maybe, I don't know. Wishbone formation given to Keokum. He gets around the left side. He's got that and more. He's 45-40, 35-30. Almost gets loose and almost a late hit there. Going to mark that ball at the 29-yard line. Kevin, 11-yard gain for Keokum on that.
More than 11.
Was it?
From the 50, so.
50 down to the 29, 21-yard gain. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Lisa's been teaching me some of that central math.
It comes in play every once in a while.
I don't know, in some respects, I really like our view tonight down here, Kevin. If I had a camera, it would be an absolutely good view down here. Ball given to the first man through or second man through?
Volk there, up the middle again.
He didn't get anything. They're marking that ball at the 29.
Volk, the ball carrier, brought down by Colton Knapp.
Sophomore getting lots of valuable time here that'll pay off for us, probably not this year, but next year as he gets a little older, a little bigger. If anybody wants to know, yes, I have favoritism there. That's my nephew.
That was solid nepotism there.
Yes. Wishbone formation. Back to pass. Fullerton downfield. Got an open Blakely. And pass interference called on Bettis on that play as he had his arm on Blakely, pushing him as that ball was getting there. What did I miss? Did he go clear over the fence?
Yeah, he ran and flopped over the fence and then had to flop back over the fence. I don't know how else to describe it.
What do you give him on that, Kevin?
I was not graceful. I'll give him a solid 2 on that.
Okay.
Because he's healthy. He didn't get hurt.
And he didn't nail the landing, huh?
Right.
3:47 left here in the fourth, 37-0. Greenfield Northwestern. Brown County, I think the deepest we've been in Greenfield Northwestern territory. Wishbone formation. Giving the ball to Keokum. He's going to be tackling the backfield for a loss at the 19. Nope, 16, excuse me. 2-yard loss.
14 the ball carrier, Keegan. He's brought down there by Jimmy Stewart. 2-yard loss on the play. Second down and
the things that you people cannot hear at home that we have to endure with Dave Bishop up above. He had a good call of the swarm of Hornets earlier, but that was
Ezra Keekum.
Keekum
with the carry there.
Yep. Wishbone formation. Ball given. No, he backed the pass. Got an open receiver out there, just overthrew. I believe that's Laney out there, isn't it? Or who was that? Nope. That
Keokum.
Was Keokum. Just out of his reach. That had 6 written all over it, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, he was full extension. Ezra gave every bit of effort he had, but just out of his reach there. So
3rd and 12 for Brown County, down to 2:57 on the clock as the clock is stopped here. 4th quarter. We'll have junior high girls basketball for you tomorrow pregame about 9:40 in the morning against Winchester. Then next week we're looking, I think Susie's going to try to do a road game because we've got regional roads. We'll just keep it here and tell you what's going on next week. Next week, Susie Houston's going to go down to North Green, do a ball game from down there on the road as Wednesday regional start for volleyball. And she'll be bringing you the regional at Triopia. We'll have a game on Wednesday and hopefully a game on Thursday. If these girls, I think this group of girls can go far. Depends on who they meet along the way. But good volleyball team in Brown County. We'll have the Carrollton Brown County ball game for you next Friday night. Kevin and I will. I don't know, Colin available to do video next Friday?
We can make him available.
Okay, yeah. Lisa's got to work. And so we'll have that ball game for you. So about 3 volleyball games for you next week. Monday, if everything works out, depending on if they have a JV ball game, whether I'll do a JV ball game on Monday.
25-3, I believe, is the record for the Lady Hornets volleyball squad. So quite impressive regular season showing. And I agree with you. I enjoy watching them. The ladies do a nice job bringing those to you for the most part. And that team is just full of a bunch of athletes and not particularly volleyball players, but just good athletes, and they're fun to watch.
And BC Hornet Sports and a not-for-profits getting some money. I'll tell you how that's happening in a minute. Quick pitch out to Keokum on the outside, and he gets hauled down from behind by, let's see, Jimmy Stewart.
You say hauled down, I say horse collar.
Do you think that was horse collar?
It was, yeah.
I got to give a little ribbing here. Beth Boylan has had to put some money in the, I don't want to say the swear jar, but
on air?
On air. Not bad words by any means.
My goodness.
Yeah, so we got to give her a hard time about that.
I mean, I haven't even done that, so I'm knocking on wood.
Well, what did she say? Poop that one night? Oh no! Now I got to put a quarter into it. Oh, and so the girls do have a fun time doing that. I mean, and timeout Brown County with 2:06 left here in the 4th quarter. We'll be back after these messages.
Think it, we ink it. Culbertson is the heart of the communities we serve. As we introduce our new logo and refreshed brand, we want you to know that we pledge to maintain the highest quality standard of care you expect here at Culbertson Memorial Hospital. We continue to remain committed to our care promise. What is our care promise? Care that proves to our customers that we do our best to meet their needs. Attitudes that demonstrate that we are here to serve our communities. Respect for all who enter our doors. Exceed the expectations of our patients. Culbertson Memorial Hospital in Rushville, empowering your health and healing.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an
Kevin Dieterle back with you. 2:06 left here in the fourth quarter. Brown County trying to get on the board here. It's going to be a 4th down and 14. The ball is on the 19-yard line. Blakely split to the left. Woodward slot. Keokum slot on the right. And I can't tell if that's, nope, that's Clark out there. And the ball's dropped by Fullerton. And they're going to take over 1st and 10 from the Greenfield Northwestern 25 as he slipped with and lost the ball.
And we'll take over on down 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
And so it'll be 1st and 10, Greenfield Northwestern. And we got new people in the ball game. This is the one thing that I don't think teams do early enough, Kevin, particularly this time of year, is get that second string in there, let them get some reps. Taking a knee. They're going to run this clock out. They could, well, they can't quite run it out, can they?
No.
They're going to have to run at least one play, but they're going to let every second click off of that clock that they can. Stay tuned. We're going to keep it right here. We'll have the Casting Lumber postgame show brought to you by your hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, helping to build our community for 45 years. That's Casting Lumber Company, Route 99 South, Mount Sterling, 773-2611. And then we'll bring you the players of the ball game, brought to you by KLC Inc., 509 Pittsfield Road. Check out that store. It's beautiful. 217-773-9090, KLC Inc. You think it, we ink it. And
Steve, I'm going to go ahead and get into these stats.
Okay, you going to start with Brown County?
I'm going to start with Greenfield.
Okay.
We got on the rushing side, Brady Pembroke, 5 carries for a net 0 yards. We had Wyatt Stewart, 1 carry, 4 yards. Bill Brook, 11 carries, 44 very tough yards and a touchdown. Walker, 22 carries for 204 and 3 touchdowns. Drake Stewart, 5 carries for 17. Through the air, Pembroke was 5 for 8 for 92 yards and a touchdown. He hooked up with his brother Dylan. Dylan had 4 receptions for 89, and Bettis had 1 reception for 3 yards. Your Brown County Hornets stats look like this. On the ground, Layden Volk, 5 carries for 12 yards. Ezra Keokum, 10 carries for 34 yards. Brody Woodward had 3 carries. Gavin Montgomery had 4 carries for 16 yards. And through the air, Mr. Fullerton was 2 for 7 for 13 yards. Both of those he hooked up with Mr. Woodward for 13 yards. Brown County, 5 penalties for 25 yards, and Greenfield had 3 penalties, not including that personal foul I didn't get wrote down, for 35 yards.
Okay, and the KLC Inc. players of the ball game got to go to Walker. Sam Walker on the Greenfield Northwestern side, a couple of 100 yards for him in the ball game, and a couple of touchdowns for him. On the Brown County side of the ball, it's hard to give it in this, but defensively, I think you got to give it to Mr. Hedden.
Yeah, Luke Hedden had a great game. He did everything he possibly could defensively. Had some tackles for loss, had some tackles at the line of scrimmage. Just continued to work albeit a tough game, getting down early, 14-0, and carrying that through. So yeah, I would say on both sides, very good players of the game, and both teams going to week 9. Brown County a little banged up, but we'll see what kind of guts we got as Carrollton comes to town for senior night.
Okay, this has been the Casting Lumber postgame show, brought to you by Casting Lumber Company, Route 99 South, Mount Sterling, 773-2611, and the players of the ball game, brought to you by KLC Inc., 509 Pittsfield Road. Call them at 773-9090. KLC Inc. You think it, we ink it. Thank you, Kevin, for coming down and getting in the cold. We'll be back with you Friday night for football. This has been a BC Hornets production. Thanks for listening and watching.